Welcome to Dreamy Facts. As the day gently recedes, we invite you to settle into a space of calm contemplation. Tonight, we embark on a journey through the fascinating world of tattoos, exploring approximately 100 facts that reveal intricate patterns, subtle wisdom, and profound beauty within this ancient art form. There is no pressure to remember or retain these details. Instead, let them unfold naturally, inviting your mind to settle into a state of peaceful curiosity. This exploration is designed to be a soothing experience, a gentle current of knowledge flowing without demanding effort or retention. We will observe the intricate dance of human expression, the subtle adaptations of culture across millennia, and the quiet wisdom embedded in the enduring practice of body art. Each fact is a small window into the vast and interconnected tapestry of human history and creativity, presented in a calm and meditative tone, allowing your thoughts to drift and find stillness. Allow the gentle rhythm of these discoveries to guide you towards a state of relaxation, inviting a sense of wonder and peace as you prepare for rest. We will journey through the earliest markings to modern marvels, understanding the diverse meanings and techniques that have shaped this unique form of self-expression. If you're finding peace in this journey, a like and subscribe helps us continue creating these restful explorations, and we're always curious. Share in the comments what city and time zone you're watching from. There's something special about knowing this experience is reaching people all over the world as they prepare for rest, connecting us all in this quiet moment of discovery. Tonight, we begin our exploration by tracing the indelible lines of history, journeying back to the earliest known instances of human skin artistry. We observe how the practice of tattooing emerged from the mists of time, not as a fleeting trend, but as a profound expression of culture, belief, and identity, offering a silent narrative etched upon the body. One of the most compelling pieces of evidence for ancient tattooing comes from Ötzi the Iceman, a remarkably preserved natural mummy discovered in the Ötztal Alps in 1991. Dating back over 5,300 years, Ötzi's body bears 61 distinct tattoos, a collection of simple lines and crosses. Most of these markings are found on areas of his body that correspond to traditional acupuncture points, such as his lower back, knees, and ankles. Scholars generally agree that these tattoos were likely applied for therapeutic or medicinal purposes, possibly to alleviate chronic pain from conditions like arthritis, which Ötzi is known to have suffered from. The process involved making small incisions in the skin and then rubbing charcoal into the wounds, creating permanent dark blue or black marks. Ötzi's existence pushes back the confirmed timeline of tattooing significantly, providing a direct, tangible link to the body art practices of the Copper Age. His unique preservation offers an unparalleled window into the ancient world's understanding of health, pain relief, and the enduring human desire to mark the body with meaning. Moving across continents and through time, evidence of tattooing in ancient Egypt also offers fascinating insights, dating back to around 4000 BCE. While often associated with mummified female figures, particularly those believed to be dancers or priestesses, some male mummies have also been discovered with similar markings. The tattoos frequently consist of patterns of dots and lines, sometimes forming images of deities like Bez, a dwarf god revered for protection, especially during childbirth and for fertility. The placement of these tattoos, often on the abdomen, breasts, and upper thighs, strongly suggests a connection to fertility rituals, protective magic during pregnancy, or warding off malevolent spirits. Art historians and archaeologists generally agree that these markings served as permanent amulets intended to invoke divine protection or enhance the wearer's life-giving capabilities. The presence of tattoos among certain segments of society indicates a complex relationship with body art, deeply intertwined with religious beliefs and societal roles, extending beyond simple ornamentation. In the vast expanse of the Pacific, Polynesian cultures developed some of the most intricate and spiritually significant tattooing traditions, particularly notable among the Maori of New Zealand. Their facial tattooing, known as tamoko, is a profound art form deeply embedded in identity, lineage, and personal history. Applied using specialized bone chisels, mallets, and natural pigments derived from plants and soot, the process was often lengthy and intensely painful, a testament to the wearer's endurance and commitment. The designs are highly symbolic, featuring elaborate spirals, curves, and natural motifs that are unique to each individual, reflecting their ancestry, achievements, and social standing. The practitioners of tamoko, known as Tohunga Tamoko, held elevated status within their communities, their skill revered as a sacred gift. These tattoos were not merely decorative, they were living documents, a visible narrative etched onto the skin, connecting individuals to their ancestors, their land, and the spiritual world. Across the Asian continent, traditional Japanese tattooing, known as irezumi, tells another rich and complex story. Early historical records suggest that tattooing in Japan initially served various purposes, from spiritual protection to marking social status. However, during the Edo period, 1603–1868, irezumi gained significant popularity among the working class, particularly firemen, labourers, and even samurai, evolving into a powerful symbol of courage, devotion, and social identity. These tattoos often cover large areas of the body, creating what is sometimes called a quote raw effect, depicting mythical creatures like dragons and phoenixes, legendary heroes, and natural scenes such as cherry blossoms or koi fish. The intricate designs are traditionally applied by hand, using a technique called tabori, which involves wooden handles with needles attached, requiring immense skill, patience, and a deep understanding of aesthetics. Despite periods of prohibition, where tattoos were sometimes used to brand criminals, the art form persisted and evolved, becoming a revered tradition that embodies a unique blend of artistry, philosophy, and cultural heritage, often hidden beneath clothing, revealed only on special occasions. Indigenous American cultures, spanning diverse geographical regions and historical eras, also embraced tattooing with a myriad of significant meanings. Across various tribes, tattoos marked crucial rites of passage, signifying a transition from childhood to adulthood or commemorating significant life events. They could serve as spiritual protection, identifying tribal affiliation, or celebrating achievements in hunting, warfare, or healing. The designs often drew profound inspiration from the natural world, incorporating animal totems, celestial bodies, or intricate geometric patterns that held specific cultural significance. Pigments were typically derived from natural sources, such as charcoal, berries, and various plant extracts, applied through diverse methods including pricking with bone needles, piercing with thorns, or even sewing with sinew. For example, The Inuit traditionally tattooed women's faces to enhance beauty, signify marital status, or mark spiritual readiness, believing the marks would guide them in the afterlife. These deeply personal and communal marks were considered a direct connection to the spirit world and a powerful embodiment of cultural heritage, a testament to the enduring bond between people, their beliefs, and their environment. Further west, the ancient nomadic Scythian people, who inhabited the Eurasian steppes from the 9th to 1st centuries BCE, left remarkable evidence of their tattooing practices. The most famous discovery is the Pazyryk Ice Maiden, whose body, preserved in permafrost, was extensively adorned with intricate tattoos. These designs predominantly feature elaborate animal motifs, including stylized griffins, deer, and other mythical beasts, often rendered in a distinctive curvilinear animal style. Scholars generally believe that these tattoos signified high status, tribal identity, and possibly offered protection or guidance in the afterlife. The exceptional preservation of these Scythian mummies has provided invaluable direct insight into their ancient tattooing techniques and the sophistication of their artistry, revealing a culture deeply connected to the natural and spiritual worlds. The precision and complexity of the designs suggest a highly developed artistic tradition, with tattoos likely applied using needle-like tools made from bone or bronze, carefully puncturing the skin to embed the pigment. These enduring marks speak volumes about the Scythians' beliefs and their place in the ancient world. In contrast to many cultures that embraced tattooing, the ancient Greeks and Romans generally held a more reserved or even negative view of the practice. For the Greeks, tattoos were primarily associated with barbarians, such as the Thracians, or with enslaved individuals, serving as a visible mark of their lower social status or foreign origin. The Romans, too, often employed tattoos as a form of punishment or to brand soldiers, ensuring they could be identified if they deserted, thus carrying a connotation of disgrace. Later, with the rise of Christianity, early Christian emperors outlawed tattooing, viewing it as a pagan practice and a defilement of the human body, which was considered a sacred temple. Despite these widespread negative associations, there is some evidence suggesting that a minority of Roman women might have used tattoos for cosmetic purposes, highlighting a subtle undercurrent of diverse interpretation. The very word, quote to, meaning a mark or brand of disgrace, originates from the Greek word for tattoo, reflecting this prevailing societal perception and underscoring the stark cultural differences in how body modification was understood. While direct archaeological evidence of Viking tattoos is scarce due to the challenges of preserving skin over centuries, historical accounts offer intriguing glimpses into their potential body art. A particularly vivid description comes from Ahmad ibn Fadlan, a 10th century Arab traveller who encountered the Rus people, Norsemen, during his travels. He famously described them as being extensively tattooed from the fingernails to the neck, depicting dark green trees and figures. While the exact imagery remains a subject of scholarly debate, these descriptions strongly suggest that Viking tattoos were prevalent and extensive, possibly indicating tribal affiliation, spiritual beliefs, or social status. It is plausible that Viking tattoos incorporated elements of Norse mythology, runic symbols, or powerful animal motifs, reflecting their rich cultural heritage and cosmology. The act of marking the body in such a visible and permanent way would have been a profound statement of identity and belief within their society. a personal narrative etched onto the skin, connecting them to their gods and their kin. The ingenuity of early tattoo artists lay in their masterful use of readily available natural materials to create lasting marks. The tools themselves varied widely across cultures and geographical regions. In Polynesia, sharpened bone, wood, or shell points were meticulously crafted into combs or chisels. Ancient Egyptians might have used bronze needles, while some indigenous American tribes utilized thorns, fish bones, or even sharpened bird beaks to puncture the skin. The pigments for these ancient tattoos were almost exclusively derived from natural sources. Black and dark colors typically came from soot or charcoal, often mixed with water, breast milk, or plant extracts to create a workable paste. Red pigments could be sourced from crushed minerals like ochre or certain plant dyes, while green hues might be obtained from moss or specific leaves. The application method often involved tapping the pigment into the skin using a small mallet or repeatedly pricking the skin, a foundational technique still practiced in some traditional forms of tattooing today. This reliance on the immediate environment underscores the deep connection between early tattooing practices and the natural world, a testament to human resourcefulness. Across continents and throughout millennia, the fundamental impulse to mark the human body appears to be a deeply ingrained and universal cultural trait. Whether driven by a need for spiritual protection, social identification, therapeutic healing, or purely aesthetic beauty, tattoos have consistently served as a permanent canvas for human experience and expression. The act of tattooing itself often involves a ritualistic element, a conscious commitment to enduring a process for a meaningful and lasting outcome. This enduring practice speaks to a profound human need for self-expression, for carrying one's personal and collective story visibly or subtly on the skin. It connects us to our ancient ancestors, reminding us that the desire to adorn, define, and communicate through body art is a timeless aspect of the human condition. The skin, in this sense, transforms into a living archive, a testament to personal journeys and shared cultural histories, a silent narrative that transcends the boundaries of time and language. As we gently close this first chapter, we are reminded that the art of tattooing is not a modern invention, but a practice woven deeply into the intricate fabric of human history. From therapeutic marks to sacred symbols, these ancient designs whisper stories of identity, belief, and the enduring human desire to express the self upon the unique canvas of the skin, connecting us to a lineage of mark makers stretching back to the dawn of civilization. As the day gently recedes further, and the soft luminescence of evening begins its tender embrace, we invite you to settle deeper into your chosen haven. Let the quiet hum of the world outside soften into a distant murmur, allowing your mind to drift freely with us, carried on the gentle currents of history and human ingenuity. In our last shared moments, we journeyed through the ancient whispers etched on skin, exploring the profound origins of tattooing as a sacred language, a healing art, and a powerful declaration of self. Now, as the tapestry of time continues to unfurl, we prepare to witness how this ancient art navigated periods of shadow and light, ultimately emerging with renewed vibrancy, transforming from hidden whispers into a celebrated chorus of self-expression. We find ourselves now at a fascinating crossroads, where the deep-rooted traditions of some cultures continued to flourish, while in others, the art of tattooing seemed to retreat, becoming a hushed secret. Following the flourishing of ancient civilizations, particularly in the Western world with the rise of Christianity, the once widespread practice of body marking began to face considerable opposition. The early Christian church, drawing from biblical injunctions, often viewed tattoos as pagan remnants or symbols of barbarity. By the 4th century CE, Emperor Constantine, a pivotal figure in the Christianization of the Roman Empire, explicitly banned facial tattooing, seeing it as a defilement of the human form, which was considered created in God's image. This marked a significant shift, as the once visible canvas of the skin, adorned with protective symbols or tribal affiliations, slowly began to be veiled, pushing the practice into the shadows across much of Europe. It wasn't an abrupt cessation, but rather a slow, deliberate dimming of a flame that had burned so brightly for millennia. Yet, even as the practice receded in some regions, it continued its intricate dance in others, demonstrating the enduring human impulse to adorn and signify. Across vast oceans, the rhythmic tapping of bone chisels against skin continued uninterrupted in the Pacific, where the tattoo of Polynesia evolved into incredibly complex and meaningful artistry. The Maori of New Zealand, for instance, continued to perfect their tamoko, a practice so deeply intertwined with identity and lineage that it became a living, breathing testament to an individual's story. Each curve and spiral of a tamoko carried ancestral weight, a visual genealogy etched onto the very face and body, ensuring that these traditions were not merely preserved but continually enriched and revered. Similarly, in Japan, the art of irezumi persisted, often flourishing in subcultures or among specific guilds, evolving its rich visual lexicon of mythical creatures, heroes, and natural beauty, even in the face of periodic governmental prohibitions. These resilient traditions serve as a gentle reminder that human creativity, when rooted in deep cultural significance, finds ways to endure, even when the broader currents of society shift against it. The narrative of tattooing, like a deep and ancient river, sometimes flows underground only to re-emerge with renewed vigour. This re-emergence in the Western consciousness was largely catalyzed by the Age of Exploration, a period when European voyagers embarked on epic journeys across uncharted waters. It was during these voyages, particularly in the late 18th century, that European explorers came into direct, sustained contact with cultures where tattooing was not only prevalent but deeply revered. The most famous catalyst for this rediscovery was Captain James Cook's expeditions to the South Pacific. In 1769, during his first voyage, Cook and his crew encountered the vibrant cultures of Tahiti and other Polynesian islands. They were captivated by the elaborate body art of the indigenous peoples, a practice they had rarely, if ever, witnessed on such a scale. It was Joseph Banks, the naturalist accompanying Cook, who meticulously documented these practices, observing the intricate designs and the methods of application. He noted the local term for the art. Quote, 4. A word that mimicked the rhythmic sound of the tools striking the skin. This Tahitian word anglicized to quote 5, and later, quote 6, would soon enter the English lexicon, forever changing how the Western world referred to this ancient art. The sight of these beautifully adorned individuals, Especially the Tahitian chief Omai, who travelled back to England with Cook, sparked immense curiosity and wonder among the European public. Omai, with his striking tattoos, became a sensation, a living embodiment of the exotic and the unknown, challenging preconceived notions about body modification. The return of sailors from these voyages, often bearing their own newly acquired tattoos as souvenirs of their adventures, further cemented this. Quote 7. These marks, applied by indigenous artists or by fellow crew members, became badges of experience, tales etched in ink of distant lands and daring escapades. They were tangible links to an exotic world, a personal archive of journeys across vast, mysterious oceans. This period gently nudged tattooing back into the European imagination, albeit often framed through the lens of exoticism and adventure, rather than its original sacred contexts. As the 19th century unfolded, the presence of tattoos in the Western world, particularly in port cities, became increasingly common, albeit largely confined to specific social strata. Sailors, soldiers, and later circus performers became the primary canvases for this revived art form. For sailors, a tattoo was more than just a souvenir. It was a form of identification, a talisman for protection, or a symbol of their maritime adventures. Anchors, swallows, and ships became popular motifs, each carrying specific meanings within the nautical community. Soldiers, too, adopted tattoos as marks of camaraderie, unit affiliation, or personal declarations. These early Western tattoos were often simple, bold, and symbolic, reflecting the practical needs and aesthetic preferences of their wearers. This era also saw the emergence of the first professional tattoo artists in the West, individuals who honed their craft not in ancient temples or tribal villages, but in urban storefronts and travelling fairs. Martin Hildebrandt, a German immigrant, is often credited with opening the first professional tattoo parlour in New York City in 1846, catering primarily to soldiers and sailors during the American Civil War. Across the Atlantic, Sutherland MacDonald established himself as one of the first professional tattoo artists in England in the late 19th century, serving a diverse clientele. These pioneers laid the groundwork for the modern tattoo industry, transforming it from an informal practice into a recognized profession. A truly revolutionary moment arrived in 1891 with Samuel O'Reilly's patenting of the first electric tattoo machine in the United States. This invention was not entirely novel. It was an adaptation of Thomas Edison's autographic pen, a device originally designed for engraving. O'Reilly ingeniously modified Edison's vibrating pen, replacing the engraving stylus with a needle and an ink reservoir. This technological leap dramatically increased the speed and precision of tattooing, making the process much faster and less painful than traditional hand-tapping methods. It democratized tattooing, making it more accessible and efficient, and significantly contributed to its spread beyond the maritime and military communities. The electric tattoo machine transformed the art form, opening up new possibilities for intricate designs and larger pieces, fundamentally altering the trajectory of Western tattooing. Despite its association with the working class and marginalized groups, tattooing also experienced a surprising surge of popularity among certain aristocratic circles in late Victorian England and America. Members of the upper class, including royalty and socialites, discreetly embraced tattoos, often seeking out artists to create elegant, sometimes whimsical, designs on less visible parts of their bodies. Lady Randolph Churchill, Winston Churchill's American mother, is famously rumoured to have sported a delicate snake tattoo on her wrist, though this remains a contested detail. King Edward VII, while Prince of Wales, received a Jerusalem cross tattoo during a visit to the Holy Land in 1862, a practice that his sons, including the future King George V, later followed with dragon tattoos acquired in Japan. These instances highlight a fascinating duality. While tattooing was often stigmatized, it simultaneously held an allure for those at the very top of society, perhaps as a daring act of individuality or a subtle nod to exotic trends. This period also saw the quiet but significant role of women in the evolving tattoo landscape. While often less documented, women were both wearers and, in some rare instances, practitioners of the art. Their tattoos, whether discreet or boldly displayed, challenged societal norms and contributed to the slow, gentle broadening of tattooing's appeal beyond its traditional male-dominated spheres. The designs themselves began to evolve beyond simple symbols, incorporating elements of Japanese irezumi, and developing what would become known as traditional American tattoo styles, characterized by bold lines and a limited color palette. As we gently reflect on this journey through the 19th and early 20th centuries, we observe the art of tattooing transforming, from its ancient sacred roots through periods of suppression and hidden persistence, to its dramatic rediscovery and technological revolution. The skin continued to serve as a canvas for human stories. The invention of the electric tattoo machine marked a pivotal moment, shifting the art from primarily manual, time-consuming methods to a faster, more precise craft, setting the stage for the vibrant, diverse world of tattooing we know today. It allowed the whispers of revival to grow louder, preparing the way for tattooing to re-establish itself not just as a mark of identity or adventure, but as a recognized and ever-evolving art form. As we prepare to drift into the quiet contemplation that follows, allow these images of historical transformation to settle softly in your mind. The resilience of cultures, the curiosity of explorers, the ingenuity of inventors, and the enduring human desire to mark the body. All these threads weave together to form a rich, calming narrative. Take a deep, gentle breath, feeling the quiet wonder of how something so ancient can continually reinvent itself, always finding new ways to speak through the language of the skin. As the gentle hum of the electric machine began to echo through the nascent parlours of the late 19th and early 20th centuries, a new chapter unfolded for the ancient art of tattooing. The invention of Samuel O'Reilly's device, a marvel of ingenuity adapting Edison's autographic pen, did not merely accelerate the process, it democratized it, inviting a broader spectrum of individuals to partake in this intricate dance of ink and skin. We watch, with a quiet sense of wonder, as the art begins its steady, sometimes challenging ascent into the modern consciousness, moving from the hushed whispers of aristocratic salons and the boisterous camaraderie of port towns to become a vibrant, undeniable force of self-expression. The early decades of the 20th century saw tattooing establish a distinctive visual language, particularly in the Western world. American traditional, a style born from the bustling port cities and military bases, emerged with its bold lines, limited colour palette, and iconic imagery. Think of the anchors symbolising stability, the eagles soaring with freedom, the hearts pierced with declarations of love and the alluring pin-up girls, embodying a sense of adventurous spirit and longing. These were not merely designs, they were badges of experience, narratives etched onto the bodies of sailors, soldiers, and wanderers who sought to carry their stories with them, a living testament to their journeys and affiliations. Each flash sheet, displayed in the windows of small, often unassuming parlours, offered a silent invitation, a gallery of ready-made symbols waiting to become a part of someone's personal mythology. Yet, as tattooing became more accessible, its perception in mainstream society often grew more complex. For a significant part of the 20th century, particularly after the two world wars, tattoos became associated with specific subcultures, bikers, circus performers, and certain military factions. While these communities found deep meaning and solidarity in their inked adornments, mainstream society, often driven by fear of the unknown or a desire for conformity, began to cast tattooing in a shadow of rebellion, deviance, or even outright criminality. The art form, so deeply revered in ancient cultures, found itself relegated to the fringes, a mark of the outsider. This was a period of quiet endurance for tattooing, a time when its true artistry was often overlooked by the broader public, perceived as something gritty, defiant, and perhaps a little dangerous. But even in these shadows, the art continued to evolve, nurtured by dedicated practitioners and passionate collectors. In Japan, the tradition of Irezumi continued its majestic journey, its masters meticulously hand-tapping vast, intricate bodysuits depicting mythological beasts, revered heroes, and breathtaking natural scenes. These were not quick adornments, but lifelong commitments, each piece a testament to patience, discipline, and a profound connection to cultural heritage. The artistry was undeniable, a stark contrast to the simpler, faster styles emerging in the West, yet both forms shared the fundamental human impulse to adorn, to narrate, to transform. The mid-20th century, however, brought with it the stirrings of a quiet revolution. The counterculture movements of the 1960s and 70s, with their emphasis on individuality, self-expression, and a questioning of societal norms, found a potent ally in tattooing. What was once a mark of the marginalized began to transform into a symbol of conscious rebellion, a deliberate choice to stand apart, to reclaim one's body as a canvas for personal truth. Musicians, artists, and free thinkers started to embrace tattoos, not as a sign of conformity to a subculture, but as a bold declaration of unique identity. This shift was subtle at first, a gentle ripple that would eventually grow into a powerful wave. It was during this time that the Quote 10 began its slow, graceful unravelling. Artists once seen as mere tradesmen started to be recognised for their skill, their vision, and their ability to translate complex emotions and ideas into permanent art. The emergence of tattoo conventions, initially small gatherings of enthusiasts, provided a platform for artists to share techniques, showcase their work, and foster a sense of community. Magazines dedicated to the art form began to circulate, demystifying the process, celebrating the diverse styles, and bringing the beauty of tattooing into clearer focus for an increasingly curious public. This was the true Renaissance, a period where the art began to shed its stigmatized past and reclaim its rightful place as a legitimate and respected form of artistic expression. As the late 20th century flowed into the 21st, the transformation became undeniable. Tattooing burst forth from its subcultural confines and into the mainstream, adorned by celebrities, fashion icons, and people from all walks of life. The old perceptions began to fade, replaced by an understanding of tattoos as personal narratives, visual diaries, and expressions of identity that transcended age, gender, and social status. The simple flash of earlier decades expanded into an astonishing array of styles, each offering a unique aesthetic language. We marvel at the hyper-realistic portraits that seem to breathe on the skin, the delicate fine-line work that whispers stories with minimalist elegance, the intricate black work that creates bold, graphic statements, and the vibrant watercolor pieces that flow with painterly grace. Geometric patterns, dot work, neo-traditional, tribal revivals, illustrative, abstract. The lexicon of tattooing grew exponentially, inviting a profound level of customization and personal connection. Crucially, the role of women in this evolving landscape became increasingly prominent and celebrated. While women had always been quiet but significant wearers and even practitioners, their presence as visible, leading artists and avid collectors flourished dramatically. No longer confined to the shadows, female tattooists brought their unique perspectives, artistic sensibilities, and a nurturing professionalism to the industry, breaking down historical barriers and inspiring countless others. Their studios became welcoming spaces, dismantling outdated stereotypes and fostering an inclusive environment where artistry and mutual respect thrived. This visibility not only diversified the talent pool, but also helped to soften and normalize the public perception of tattooing, highlighting its beauty and the profound personal meaning it held for so many. Technological advancements also played their part, not just in machines, which became more precise and ergonomic, but also in the quality and safety of inks, the sophistication of sterilization practices, and the overall professionalism of the industry. What was once considered a risky endeavor became a highly regulated and respected craft, prioritizing client safety and artistic excellence. Today, we see tattooing not just as a trend but as a deeply ingrained aspect of contemporary human culture, a continuum of ancient practices adapted for the modern age. It is a form of healing for some, a memorial for others, a declaration of love, a celebration of resilience, or simply a beautiful adornment chosen for its aesthetic pleasure. Each tattoo is a dialogue between the wearer and the artist, between the past and the present, between the inner self and the outer world. It is a testament to human creativity, a living archive of individual journeys, and a constant reminder that our skin, far from being a mere covering, is a canvas awaiting its next story. As we gently drift into this modern understanding, we find solace in the knowledge that this art form, which has traversed millennia and weathered societal shifts, continues to thrive, adapt, and inspire. It is a silent language spoken across cultures and generations, a testament to the enduring human desire to mark, to remember, to belong, and to express. And as you prepare for rest, perhaps you might find a quiet joy in contemplating the intricate, beautiful tapestry that tattooing has woven through the fabric of human history, a story still being written, one delicate, deliberate line at a time. As the echoes of history gently recede, leaving behind a rich tapestry woven with threads of ancient wisdom and modern artistry, we invite you to drift a little deeper, to settle into the quiet hum of the present moment. We have journeyed through millennia, tracing the indelible marks left by human hands and spirits across continents and cultures, witnessing tattooing's profound evolution from sacred ritual to a vibrant global art form. Now, in this serene twilight, let us turn our gaze inward towards the deeply personal landscapes of contemporary tattooing, exploring the intimate narratives that bloom on individual canvases, the quiet stories etched into living skin. For many, a tattoo is far more than mere pigment beneath the epidermis. It is a whispered secret, a triumphant declaration, a sacred remembrance. It is a dialogue between the inner self and the outer world, a visible manifestation of an invisible truth. In this era of unparalleled diversity and acceptance, the motivations behind acquiring a tattoo are as varied and intricate as the designs themselves, each one a unique constellation in the vast galaxy of human experience. Perhaps it is a celebration of a milestone, a graduation, a new chapter, a journey bravely undertaken. The delicate lines might trace the contours of a cherished memory, immortalizing a beloved pet, a significant date, or the coordinates of a place that forever holds a piece of the heart. These are not simply adornments, they are anchors, grounding us in moments that define us, allowing us to carry our most precious experiences not just in our minds, but on our very being. Consider the gentle power of a tattoo chosen as an act of self-love, a quiet affirmation in a world often quick to judge. For some, it is a brave reclamation of their own skin, a way to transform a body that has weathered storms into a sanctuary of strength and beauty. We see it in the delicate floral designs blossoming over scars, transforming wounds into gardens, or in the bold, empowering symbols that mark a journey of healing and resilience. These chosen marks become talismans, whispering courage and comfort, a constant reminder of one's inherent worth and the incredible capacity for renewal. The skin, once a silent witness to struggle, becomes an active participant in the narrative of triumph, a testament to the enduring spirit. The act of receiving a tattoo itself can be a profoundly meditative experience, a ritual of focused presence that transcends the superficial. As the needle dances its intricate rhythm, a gentle hum filling the air, a unique space opens up, one of heightened awareness and quiet introspection. The sensation, a focused pressure, a rhythmic vibration, can draw the mind away from the endless chatter of daily concerns and into the immediate, tangible reality of the moment. It is a controlled intensity, a dialogue between artist and canvas, where trust flourishes and a shared vision slowly takes form. For many, this process becomes a form of catharsis, a controlled release, a journey through sensation that culminates in a beautiful, lasting transformation. The body, usually taken for granted, becomes the focal point of attention, honoured and adorned with deliberate intention. We observe how tattoos serve as powerful storytellers, living archives etched onto the human form. Each piece, whether a minimalist symbol or an expansive sleeve, carries a narrative, a fragment of a life's journey. There are the tattoos that honour lineage and heritage, intricate patterns inspired by ancestral cultures, reconnecting individuals to their roots and the wisdom of generations past. We see designs that celebrate personal philosophies, symbols of strength, hope, or balance, serving as constant reminders of the values that guide one's path. A tattoo can be a quiet declaration of identity, articulating passions, beliefs, or affiliations without uttering a single word. It is a visual language, understood by those who share its meaning, and an invitation for curiosity from those who do not. These stories are not static. They evolve with us, gathering layers of meaning over time, becoming richer and more resonant with each passing year, a living journal inscribed upon the self. Beyond the personal narrative, tattoos also foster a sense of connection and community. In the gentle glow of a tattoo shop, a unique camaraderie often blooms, a shared understanding among those who choose to adorn their skin. There is a quiet nod of recognition between strangers who share similar styles or themes, a silent acknowledgement of a common language. Conventions and gatherings dedicated to the art form bring together artists, collectors, and enthusiasts from all walks of life, creating vibrant spaces where creativity is celebrated, techniques are shared, and friendships are forged. This shared passion transcends geographical boundaries and cultural divides, uniting individuals in a global tapestry of ink and imagination. We witness how a simple question, "What's the story behind your tattoo?" can unlock profound conversations, forging unexpected bonds and revealing the depth of human experience. Consider, too, the sheer artistry that flourishes in contemporary tattooing. With the advancements in technology, pigments, and techniques, the possibilities are virtually limitless. Artists are pushing the boundaries of what is achievable on skin, creating breathtaking works that rival traditional canvas art. From hyper-realistic portraits that capture the very soul of a subject, to delicate fine-line pieces that resemble intricate lace, to vibrant watercolor effects that seem to dance on the skin, the diversity is astounding. Each artist brings a unique vision, a distinct hand, transforming the skin into a dynamic gallery. We marvel at the dedication, the precision, and the boundless creativity that define this modern renaissance, elevating tattooing to its rightful place as a respected and celebrated art form. The studio, once a hidden corner, has become a bright, inviting space where dreams are meticulously brought to life, where the imagination finds its permanent home. The quiet revolution of tattooing has also reshaped societal perceptions, fostering a greater understanding and appreciation. What was once relegated to the fringes has gracefully moved into the mainstream, shedding much of its historical stigma. We now see tattoos adorning individuals from all professions and backgrounds, from doctors and lawyers to artists and educators, a testament to its widespread acceptance. This shift reflects a broader cultural embrace of individuality, self-expression, and the beauty of diverse human forms. It encourages us to look beyond superficial judgments and to recognize the rich stories and profound meanings that often lie beneath the surface, both literally and metaphorically. The visible presence of tattoos reminds us that beauty comes in countless forms, that strength can be expressed with delicate lines, and that personal narratives are meant to be shared, not hidden. As we gently bring our contemplation to a close, we hope you feel a deeper sense of tranquility, a quiet appreciation for the incredible journey of this ancient art. From the therapeutic markings of Utsi to the intricate tamoko of the Maori, from the disciplined Irizumi of Japan to the diverse contemporary styles that grace our modern world, tattoos have always been a testament to the human spirit's desire to mark, to remember, to belong, and to express. They are silent anthems of personal truth, vibrant declarations of identity, and comforting reminders of love and loss. Each tattoo, whether seen or hidden, carries a universe of meaning, a whisper of a story, a fragment of a soul. May this understanding settle within you, a soft comfort as the night deepens. We invite you to carry these calming thoughts into your dreams, allowing the enduring beauty and profound significance of tattoos to gently guide you towards a peaceful rest. Let the intricate dance of ink and skin, the quiet resilience of human expression, and the timeless artistry of body adornment soothe your mind, preparing you for the quietude of sleep. As the gentle hush of the evening deepens around us, we invite you to settle further into this quiet contemplation, allowing your mind to drift beyond the grand narratives of history and the vibrant tapestry of global artistry. Tonight, we turn our gaze inward, to the intimate dance between a tattoo and its wearer, exploring the subtle, often unspoken ways these living artworks weave themselves into the fabric of our daily lives, becoming anchors of presence, sources of quiet comfort, and reflections of an evolving self. Consider for a moment the profound stillness that often accompanies the act of receiving a tattoo. Beyond the initial apprehension or the fleeting sting, there emerges a unique space, a pocket of time where the world outside recedes and attention narrows to the rhythmic hum of the machine, the gentle pressure on the skin, the focused breath of the artist, and your own steady inhale and exhale. It is a modern ritual stripped of ancient ceremony yet imbued with a deep, almost primal concentration. We might call it a form of involuntary mindfulness, where the body's sensations pull the mind firmly into the present moment, away from the day's anxieties or tomorrow's uncertainties. In this focused state, worries soften, and a quiet sense of resilience often blossoms, a gentle reminder of the strength residing within. This journey of sensation, from the initial antiseptic cleanse to the final protective wrap, is a testament to presence, the delicate scent of the ink, the subtle vibration against the bone, the cool glide of the needle, all conspire to create a sensory landscape unique to the tattoo experience. It is a conversation between flesh and pigment, intention and artistry, each stroke a deliberate mark on the canvas of your being. And as the hours unfold, a sense of quiet trust often develops between you and the artist, a shared understanding forged in the silence of creation. This profound engagement, this surrender to the process can be deeply cathartic, washing over the spirit like a gentle tide, leaving behind a refreshed clarity. Once the art is complete and the initial tenderness begins to fade, a new phase of connection emerges, the aftercare. This too is a ritual, a daily act of nurturing and observation. The careful washing, the delicate application of balm, the quiet admiration of the burgeoning artwork, each step deepens the bond with your new companion. It is a practice of gentle self-care, a mindful acknowledgement of the body's healing wisdom. We learn to listen to our skin, to observe its subtle changes, becoming more attuned to its rhythms. In a world that often demands our attention outwards, this quiet focus inward This tending to a chosen mark can be a profoundly grounding experience, a small daily act of self-reverence. And then, beyond the healing, comes the quiet integration. A tattoo, once a fresh mark, gradually becomes an inseparable part of you, a silent companion on your life's journey. It is there when you wake, a soft presence on your skin. It catches the light as you move, a fleeting glimpse of personal narrative. It rests beneath your clothing, a secret strength, or peeks out, a gentle declaration. Unlike a piece of jewelry that can be removed, or a garment that can be changed, a tattoo is a constant, a chosen permanence in a world of flux. We often find that these chosen marks become quiet anchors, grounding us in our identity, our values, our memories. A tattoo might be a subtle reminder of a loved one, a gentle echo of their presence that brings a soft smile to your lips in a quiet moment. It might be a symbol of resilience, a visual testament to a challenge overcome, offering a silent wellspring of courage when needed. Or perhaps it is a declaration of a personal philosophy, a visual mantra that subtly guides your thoughts and actions throughout the day. These are not loud pronouncements, but rather intimate whispers, personal truths etched into the very canvas of your being. Imagine a moment of quiet reflection. You catch sight of a tattoo on your arm, a delicate rendering of a blooming flower. For a fleeting second, your mind might recall the day you chose it, the anticipation, the gentle hum of the machine. But beyond that memory, the flower itself might evoke a feeling of growth, of beauty, of the ephemeral nature of life. It's a quiet meditation, a soft invitation to simply be with the meaning it holds for you, without needing to articulate it to anyone else. This immediate visceral connection to a chosen symbol can be a powerful tool for self-awareness, a gentle mirror reflecting aspects of your inner landscape. Tattoos, in this sense, become living archives, not merely of past events, but of evolving selfhood. The meanings we initially imbue them with can shift and deepen over time, acquiring new layers of significance as we navigate life's changing currents. A tattoo acquired in youth, perhaps as a symbol of rebellion, might mature with us, transforming into a testament of enduring spirit or a fond memory of a past self. They are not static declarations, but dynamic companions, subtly reflecting our growth, our resilience, our capacity for change. They whisper stories not just of who we were, but of who we are becoming, offering a gentle continuity across the years. Moreover, the very act of living with a tattoo can foster a deeper sense of embodiment and self-acceptance. In a society that often encourages us to criticize or alter our physical forms, a tattoo represents a deliberate, joyful embrace of our own unique canvas. It is a conscious act of adornment, a celebration of the body as a vessel for art and narrative. This quiet ownership, this gentle pride in one's own skin can be profoundly liberating, fostering a sense of comfort and belonging within our own physicality. We are not merely inhabiting a body, we are collaborating with it, transforming it into a personal gallery, a testament to our chosen identity. And while tattoos are deeply personal, they also hold a quiet power to connect us. A shared glance at a similar motif, a subtle nod of recognition, a gentle inquiry about the story behind a piece. These are small, unassuming moments that forge fleeting yet meaningful connections. They are silent invitations to conversation, quiet bridges between strangers, hinting at shared passions, experiences, or aesthetic sensibilities. In a world often characterized by rapid, superficial interactions, these quiet acknowledgements of shared human artistry can be a refreshing balm, fostering a sense of subtle community among those who bear these chosen marks. As we journey through this landscape of tattooed experience, we begin to perceive that the true beauty of these marks lies not just in their aesthetic appeal, nor solely in their historical grandeur, but in their capacity to enrich the quiet moments of our lives. They are not demanding artifacts, clamoring for attention, but rather gentle presences, offering comfort, inspiring reflection, and rooting us more deeply in ourselves. They are quiet acts of self-love, declarations of identity whispered on the skin, and steadfast companions through the ebb and flow of existence. So, as this evening's light dims further, we invite you to close your eyes, perhaps envisioning a tattoo that holds special meaning for you, or simply resting in the quiet understanding that these ancient marks, in their modern incarnation, continue to offer profound yet gentle gifts to the human spirit. They remind us that beauty can be found in permanence, strength in vulnerability, and deep meaning in the quiet stories etched upon our most intimate canvas. They are truly relaxing facts, woven into the very fabric of who we are. As the day gently recedes and the quiet invitation of evening settles around you, we continue our gentle journey into the intricate world of tattoos, allowing the soft hum of history and personal narrative to lull us further into a state of tranquil contemplation. We have glimpsed the ancient whispers, the vibrant resurgence, and the deeply personal resonance of these markings. Yet, as we mused upon the enigmatic Vikings, whose inked stories largely remain veiled in the mists of time, we touch upon a profound truth: the inherent fragility of skin as a historical canvas. Indeed, the very nature of tattooing, an art etched upon the ephemeral vessel of the human body, means that much of its ancient tapestry is lost to us, dissolving with the flesh it once adorned. Unlike stone carvings or durable artifacts, skin, once separated from life, rarely preserves its intricate tales for millennia. This absence, this beautiful, frustrating mystery, only deepens our appreciation for the fragments we do possess, the sparse, yet potent, evidence that allows us to piece together the enduring human impulse to mark, to adorn, to declare. It reminds us that while the physical manifestation of an ancient tattoo may have faded into dust, the spirit of that marking, its purpose, its cultural weight, continues to echo through the ages, a testament to its profound significance. We are left to ponder, to imagine, to feel the lingering presence of these lost histories, a quiet reverence for all that has been and all that remains untold. And in this gentle space of reflection, we are drawn back to Ötzi the Iceman, that remarkable messenger from the Copper Age, whose preserved body offered us the earliest tangible proof of therapeutic tattooing. His precise groupings of lines and crosses, etched onto areas corresponding to known acupuncture points, whisper across 5 millennia of an innate human understanding that the skin is not merely a boundary, but a sensitive landscape, a conduit for healing and connection. This ancient wisdom, born of observation and intuition, speaks to a deeply rooted belief in the body's subtle energies and the power of deliberate markings to influence them, to soothe discomfort, to restore balance. We invite you now to consider how this ancient therapeutic impulse resonates, even today, in the modern world. While the specific modalities have evolved, the underlying desire for tattoos to facilitate healing, both physical and emotional, persists with remarkable grace. For many, the act of receiving a tattoo is not merely an aesthetic choice, but a profound ritual of reclamation, a deliberate journey through sensation towards a renewed sense of self. Think of those who choose to adorn their bodies after navigating illness, scarring, or trauma. A mastectomy scar, once a stark reminder of loss and invasion, can be transformed into a vibrant garden, a swirling galaxy, or a delicate lace pattern, not erasing the past but restoring the present. In this delicate dance of needle and pigment, the body is not just marked, it is reclaimed, imbued with a new narrative of resilience, beauty, and strength. The tattoo becomes a visible declaration of survival, a gentle whisper, "I am still here, and I am beautiful." The very process of getting a tattoo, too, can be a deeply meditative and cathartic experience, a quiet journey into present moment awareness. We invite you to imagine the gentle hum of the machine, a rhythmic drone that can become a soothing mantra. The sensation upon the skin, a persistent rhythmic pressure, draws your focus inward, away from the clamour of external thoughts. It's a controlled experience of sensation, not pain for pain's sake, but a deliberate engagement with the body, a physical manifestation of commitment. In this focused state, breathing deepens, thoughts quiet, and a unique form of mindfulness can emerge. It is a space where one can process emotions, reflect on intentions, or simply exist in the quiet intensity of the moment, watching as a new part of oneself slowly, beautifully takes form. This deliberate engagement with a controlled physical sensation can be incredibly grounding, a powerful anchor in a world often demanding our scattered attention. For some, it mirrors ancient rites of passage, where enduring a physical trial was part of a spiritual or social transformation, marking the transition from one state of being to another. The tattoo, then, becomes a tangible record of this internal journey, a visible badge of growth and endurance. Once healed, these markings integrate into the daily rhythm of life, becoming constant, yet subtle, anchors. They are not merely pictures on the skin, they are woven into the very fabric of our being, silent companions through every sunrise and sunset. A tattoo commemorating a loved one lost offers a gentle, enduring presence, a quiet conversation held each time the eye catches its form. A symbol of personal strength or a guiding philosophy becomes a constant, reassuring reminder, a soft whisper of encouragement in moments of doubt. They become an intimate part of our physical geography, subtly shifting how we perceive and inhabit our own bodies. This quiet integration fosters a profound sense of self-acceptance and embodiment, a feeling that our external self more accurately reflects our internal landscape. The beauty of these living archives is their capacity for evolving meaning. A tattoo acquired in youth, perhaps for a fleeting passion, can mature with us, its significance deepening and broadening as we navigate life's currents. What once was a symbol of rebellion might transform into a testament to individuality. A mark of youthful love might evolve into a celebration of enduring connection, or a poignant remembrance of a cherished chapter. They grow with us, reflecting our personal evolution, becoming richer, more layered, more profoundly ours. This dynamic relationship with our inked skin encourages a continuous dialogue with ourselves, a gentle introspection into who we were, who we are, and who we aspire to be. Across the globe, the threads of tattoos as agents of transformation and protection are woven into countless cultural tapestries. In various indigenous cultures, specific markings were not merely decorative. They were imbued with potent spiritual power, offering protection from malevolent spirits, guiding the wearer through transitions or signifying spiritual healing. The intricate patterns of Maurita Moko, for instance, are not static images but living genealogies, radiating the wearer's ancestral lines and achievements, a constant connection to their heritage, and a visible manifestation of their spiritual mana. In Japan, Irizumi, particularly the full bodysuits, were traditionally believed to offer protection and strength, the powerful imagery of dragons, phoenixes, and samurai serving as guardians etched onto the skin. These are not merely superstitions, they are expressions of a deep human understanding of symbolism, intention, and the profound connection between the physical and spiritual realms. Even today, in therapeutic settings, tattoos are finding new roles, from medical tattoos that guide radiation therapy with precision, to paramedical tattooing that helps restore the appearance of areolas after breast reconstruction, or camouflages scars. The art form is increasingly acknowledged for its practical and psychological healing potential. These applications extend beyond aesthetics, addressing deep emotional wounds and restoring a sense of wholeness and dignity to individuals navigating challenging health journeys. The gentle, meticulous work of an artist can mend not just the surface, but also the spirit, affirming life and resilience. As we bring our quiet contemplation to a close for this evening, we hope you feel the profound, quiet power that tattoos embody. They are not merely ink on skin, but living archives of human experience, agents of healing, symbols of transformation, and beautiful declarations of the individual spirit. They remind us of our shared human desire to connect, to express, and to mark our passage through this world with meaning. Allow these reflections to gently settle within you, like the soft shadows lengthening outside. Feel the tranquility that comes from understanding the depth and breadth of this ancient yet ever-evolving art form. Rest now with the quiet assurance that the human story, etched and adorned, continues to unfold, beautiful and endlessly fascinating. Let the stillness embrace you and drift into a peaceful slumber, carrying with you the serene wonder of all that we have explored together. As the soft light of the evening deepens, casting gentle shadows across the quiet space we share, we invite you to drift further into the intricate tapestry of human expression that tattoos have become. We have journeyed through ancient forests and across vast oceans, witnessed their sacred origins and their whispered defiance, and now we arrive at the vibrant kaleidoscopic present. Here, in this contemporary moment, tattoos have not merely resurfaced, they have blossomed, transforming from a subtle undercurrent into a magnificent flowing river that nourishes the very landscape of our shared culture. The stigma, once a heavy cloak, has slowly, yet decisively lifted. What was once confined to the fringes of society, whispered about in hushed tones or boldly displayed in specific subcultures, has now gracefully stepped into the radiant light of mainstream acceptance. We see it everywhere, a quiet revolution unfolding on countless canvases of skin. Celebrities, once hesitant to display such personal declarations, now proudly showcase their ink, their stories etched for the world to see, inspiring a new generation to embrace this ancient art form. Influencers, artists, professionals from every walk of life, they all contribute to this beautiful normalization, dissolving old prejudices with each visible design. This widespread embrace speaks volumes, reflecting a broader societal shift towards valuing individuality, personal narrative, and the profound beauty of self-expression. And with this blossoming acceptance, the art itself has undergone an astonishing evolution, a breathtaking diversification that mirrors the boundless creativity of the human spirit. No longer are tattoos defined by a singular aesthetic. Instead, they unfurl into a kaleidoscope of styles, each a unique language, a distinct visual poetry. We witness the meticulous precision of hyperrealism, where portraits and scenes leap from the skin with an almost photographic veracity, capturing fleeting moments or beloved faces with breathtaking detail. Here, the artist becomes a master illusionist, rendering textures, light and shadow, with a skill that blurs the line between pigment and reality. Then, in gentle contrast, we find the understated elegance of fine line and minimalist tattoos. These delicate whispers of ink, often rendered with a single needle, trace subtle forms, tiny symbols, or elegant script. They are quiet affirmations, personal secrets held close, their beauty residing in their exquisite simplicity and the intimate power they hold for the wearer. Imagine a single perfect bloom, a tiny star, or a meaningful word, etched with such grace it seems to float upon the skin. The ethereal beauty of watercolor tattoos paints stories with a different palette, eschewing crisp outlines for a fluid, painterly effect. Colors bleed and blend, mimicking the soft washes and vibrant splashes of a watercolor painting, creating designs that feel organic, dreamlike, and utterly unique. These pieces often evoke a sense of movement, of light filtering through a stained glass window, or a nebula swirling in distant space. For those who find beauty in structure and symbolism, geometric and dotwork tattoos offer intricate patterns and sacred mandalas, often imbued with spiritual or philosophical meaning. The patient precision of countless tiny dots forming mesmerizing gradients, or the crisp lines of interlocking shapes creating a sense of ancient wisdom and cosmic order. These designs resonate with a deep, almost primal harmony. They are meditations in ink, inviting contemplation and wonder. Even the enduring classics like American traditional and Japanese irezumi have found new life, respectfully reinterpreted by contemporary artists who honor their rich heritage while infusing them with fresh perspectives. The bold lines and vibrant colors of the traditional sailor tattoos, or the sweeping narratives of dragons, koi, and cherry blossoms in irezumi, continue to captivate, their timeless appeal a testament to their powerful origins. And this is but a glimpse. We see the stark beauty of black work, where entire limbs become canvases for bold graphic designs, tribal patterns, or intricate botanical motifs. We encounter illustrative styles, where artists bring their unique artistic vision to life, creating pieces that feel like pages from a fantastical storybook. The sheer breadth of artistic expression is astounding, a testament to the dedication of artists who continually push the boundaries of what is possible with needle and ink, each specializing, each finding their unique voice in this vibrant chorus of creativity. Yet beyond the aesthetic marvel lies the profound heart of modern tattooing, its unwavering role as a deeply personal narrative. Each tattoo you see is more than just pigment under the skin. It is a chapter, a verse, a symbol in the living archive of a human life. We find in them celebrations of milestones, the birth of a child, etched as a tiny footprint or a significant date, the triumphant completion of a challenging journey, perhaps a mountain peak or a winding path, the embrace of a new beginning, marked by a soaring bird or an unfolding blossom. These are joyful declarations, tangible markers of growth and achievement. They also serve as tender memorials, quiet tributes to those we have loved and lost, a portrait of a cherished pet, a loved one's handwriting, a symbol that speaks of shared memories. These tattoos become sacred spaces on the skin, a constant, comforting presence that honors grief and keeps love alive. They are not merely reminders, but living connections, helping to transform sorrow into enduring remembrance. Perhaps most powerfully, tattoos are acts of self-love and affirmation. They mark moments of personal growth, the overcoming of challenges, the reclamation of one's body and spirit after trauma. Imagine the profound empowerment of a mastectomy tattoo, transforming scars into works of art, reclaiming femininity and strength. Or a design chosen to commemorate a battle won against illness, a journey of self-discovery, or simply the joyful acceptance of who one truly is. They are declarations of identity, visual anchors for our deepest values and beliefs, a commitment to the person we are becoming. The very process of acquiring a tattoo, often misunderstood as merely a physical endurance, can itself be a profoundly meditative and cathartic experience. As you settle into the artist's chair, a quiet anticipation often settles around you. The rhythmic hum of the machine begins, a steady, almost hypnotic drone that can lull the mind into a focused state. The sensation of the needle, a gentle, persistent vibration, becomes a focal point, grounding you in the present moment. For many, this sensation, though sometimes intense, is a powerful conduit, allowing thoughts to quiet, anxieties to recede, and a deep connection to the self to emerge. It is a ritual of commitment, a deliberate act of choosing to mark your body, to carry a piece of art, a story, with you always. There is a beautiful vulnerability in entrusting your skin to another, and in that shared space, a unique bond often forms between artist and client, a silent collaboration, a meeting of spirits in the pursuit of creation. The pain, when present, can be transformative, a physical manifestation of the journey, a cathartic release that culminates in the birth of something new and deeply meaningful. It is time for introspection, for mindfulness, for simply being with the process, and emerging with not just a tattoo, but a renewed sense of self. This transformative power extends far beyond the aesthetic. We see tattoos continuing their ancient role as agents of healing and protection. In cultures across the globe, and increasingly in modern Western contexts, tattoos still carry spiritual weight, acting as talismans, guardians, or symbols of inner strength. They can be a source of comfort, a constant reminder of one's resilience, or a visual prayer for well-being. And in the realm of modern medicine, the practical applications of tattooing are nothing short of remarkable. Medical tattooing offers profound psychological and physical healing. Beyond the artistic reclamation of a body after a mastectomy, we find tattoos used to camouflage vitiligo, restoring confidence and a sense of normalcy. They can recreate areolas, bring symmetry to facial features, or provide permanent makeup for individuals with motor difficulties, offering a significant improvement in quality of life and self-esteem. These are not merely cosmetic enhancements, they are acts of profound restoration, demonstrating the enduring capacity of ink to heal, to mend, and to transform. What is perhaps most beautiful about this journey of ink is that a tattoo is never truly static. Its meaning, like life itself, can evolve and deepen with the wearer. A design chosen in youth might take on new significance in adulthood. A memorial tattoo might shift from an expression of grief to one of enduring love. A symbol of rebellion might transform into a testament of resilience. Your skin, a living canvas, changes, and so too do the stories etched upon it, acquiring new layers of meaning, new memories, new connections. They become living testaments to the continuous narrative of your life, growing with you, aging with you, a constant, intimate companion on your unique path. As we gently bring our contemplation to a close for this evening, we hope you feel the profound resonance of these quiet truths. The world of tattoos in its modern iteration is a testament to human creativity, resilience, and the universal need to tell our stories. It is a world where ancient wisdom meets contemporary artistry, where personal expression finds its most intimate canvas, and where every mark, every line, every shade of ink holds a universe of meaning. Allow this gentle wonder to settle within you, a peaceful thought as you prepare for a night of quiet rest. As the evening deepens, casting its soft velvet cloak over the world, we invite you to settle further into this quiet contemplation. We have journeyed through the intricate dance of ink and skin, witnessing its ancient whispers and its modern declarations, its tender capacity for healing and its vibrant expression of self. Yet, the tapestry of human history, woven with countless threads of pigment and purpose, continues to unfold. Just as the personal narrative finds its voice in contemporary tattooing, so too do entire cultures rediscover and reclaim the profound visual language etched upon their ancestors. Imagine, if you will, the gentle surge of an ocean tide, a rhythm that speaks of both continuity and renewal. Across the vast, shimmering expanse of the Pacific, and indeed, in countless corners of our shared earth, we observe a powerful resurgence, a vibrant reawakening of indigenous tattooing traditions that were once suppressed, even driven underground by the tides of colonialism and cultural assimilation. For many generations, these sacred markings, once the very fabric of identity, lineage, and spiritual connection, were deemed primitive or savage by external forces, their practice often forbidden or met with severe prejudice. But the spirit of human expression, like the deepest ocean currents, cannot be permanently stilled. We turn our gaze now to the Polynesian islands, a cradle of some of the world's most intricate and spiritually resonant tattooing. Here, the very word, quote 12, finds its etymological root in the Tahitian Quote 13-teen, a sound echoing the rhythmic tap of the traditional tools. For centuries before the arrival of European explorers, tattooing was not merely an art form but a living, breathing scripture inscribed upon the body. In Samoa, the pia for men and the malu for women were and are monumental rites of passage, covering vast expanses of the body in dense, symmetrical patterns that speak volumes about one's family, status, and commitment to community. The process itself, often performed with hand-tapping tools made from bone, shell, or wood, was an endurance test, a sacred ordeal that forged a profound connection between the recipient, the Tufuga Tatatao, master tattooist, and their ancestors. To wear a pair was to wear one's history, one's responsibilities, and one's unyielding pride. To be without it, in traditional society, was to be incomplete, a shadow of one's full self. Similarly, in Aotearoa, New Zealand, the Maori tamoko stands as a breathtaking testament to personal and tribal identity. Unlike mere decorative patterns, tamoko are carved into the skin, often using uhai, chisels, to create grooves rather than just puncturing the surface. Each line, each curve, each spiral, koru, on a tamoko face or body tells a unique story of wakapapa, genealogy, iwi, tribe, hapu, subtribe, and personal achievements. For men, the moko kanohi, facial tattoo, was a mark of status and manner, prestige, unique as a fingerprint, a visual representation of their soul and lineage. For women, moko kawai, chin tattoo, and other body moko were equally significant, embodying beauty, strength, and connection to their heritage. The suppression of tamoko by colonial authorities was a direct assault on Maori identity, an attempt to erase their visual language. Yet, through quiet resilience and unwavering determination, the practice endured, kept alive by dedicated Tohunga Tamoko, Maori tattooing experts. And now, in a glorious renaissance, it flourishes once more, a powerful symbol of cultural strength and self-determination. We watch, with quiet reverence, as these ancient practices are not merely replicated but revitalized, imbued with renewed meaning by a generation eager to connect with their roots. The soft, rhythmic tapping of the tufuga or tohunga as they work, often accompanied by traditional chants or quiet contemplation, creates an atmosphere of profound solemnity and spiritual intensity. It is a process that transcends the superficial, inviting the recipient into a deep dialogue with their heritage, their pain, and their enduring spirit. This is not simply about receiving a tattoo, it is about undergoing a transformation, a sacred etching of identity that resonates through time. The pain, often significant due to the traditional methods, is not merely endured but embraced as a vital part of the journey, a sacrifice that deepens the meaning of the mark, linking the individual to the fortitude of their ancestors. It is a quiet testament to strength, a meditative journey through discomfort towards a deeper sense of self and belonging. Beyond the Pacific, echoes of this cultural reclamation reverberate. Indigenous communities in North America are reviving the art of traditional hand-poked and hand-tapped tattoos, reclaiming symbols and techniques unique to their nations, symbols that speak of creation stories, animal guides, and ancestral wisdom. In parts of Africa, where body scarification and tattooing traditions were once widespread, there is a growing movement to revive these art forms, connecting contemporary generations to the rich aesthetic and spiritual heritage of their forebears. Each mark, each pattern, is a living archive, a narrative preserved not on paper or stone, but on the very skin of a people, whispering stories across generations. What we observe in this global revival is a beautiful synthesis, a profound respect for ancient wisdom blended with the realities of the modern world. Contemporary artists, often descendants of these proud traditions, dedicate their lives to studying the intricate iconography, the historical context, and the spiritual protocols associated with these sacred markings. They learn from elders, pore over historical texts and images, and often undertake rigorous apprenticeships to master the complex techniques, whether it's the precise hand tapping of a tafuga or the delicate hand poking of a traditional artist. While some may incorporate modern tools and hygiene practices to ensure safety and precision, the essence of the tradition, its meaning, its symbolism, its connection to cultural identity remains paramount. This quiet resurgence is a powerful act of defiance against historical erasure, a vibrant declaration of cultural pride and continuity. Tattoos, in this context, become more than personal adornments. They are collective statements, visible reminders of resilience, heritage, and the enduring strength of cultural identity. They act as anchors, grounding individuals in their ancestral past while propelling them forward into a future where their traditions are honoured and celebrated. For those who wear them, these tattoos are not merely designs. They are living maps of their lineage, sacred contracts with their ancestors, and profound affirmations of who they are and where they come from. They are quiet acts of sovereignty, etched into the skin. As we gently drift towards a moment of rest, let us reflect on the enduring power of these marks. From the therapeutic lines on Ötzi the Iceman to the intricate facial tamoko of a Maori elder, from the protective symbols of ancient Egypt to the modern expressions of self-love and healing, tattoos have consistently served as a profound medium for human connection, meaning, and identity. They are a testament to our innate human desire to mark our passage, to tell our stories, and to belong to our families, our communities, and the vast, interconnected tapestry of human existence. Feel the quiet wonder of this realization settle over you, a gentle lullaby for the mind. The skin, so often seen as a mere surface, reveals itself to be a canvas of extraordinary depth, a living archive capable of holding not just personal memories, but the collective history and spirit of entire peoples. As the final vestiges of the day gently recede, carrying with them any lingering thoughts, embrace the serene knowledge that this ancient art form, in all its diverse manifestations, continues to thrive, a testament to resilience, beauty, and the quiet, enduring strength of the human spirit. Allow this soothing thought to guide you towards a tranquil rest, knowing that the stories etched upon skin continue their silent, powerful narrative across the ages. As the day gently recedes, carrying with it the last whispers of the sun, we invite you to settle deeper into the quietude of this moment, allowing the world outside to soften at its edges. The vibrant hues of twilight bleed into the deepening azure, painting the sky with transient beauty, a silent symphony of colour that mirrors the quiet unfolding within. The air, once bustling with the day's activities, now grows still, carrying only the faint scent of distant damp earth or blooming night jasmine. As the first stars begin their distant twinkle, pinpricks of light in the vast cosmic canvas, a sense of profound peace descends. We have journeyed through the vibrant tapestries of history and the spirited reclamation of ancestral art, witnessing how tattoos have etched themselves onto the collective memory of humanity, connecting us to ancient rituals and enduring legacies. Now, as the veil between day and night thins, we turn our gaze inward, towards the most intimate canvas of all, the self. Consider, if you will, the profound intimacy of the tattoo experience itself. It is not merely the application of ink to skin, a superficial alteration, but a deeply personal pilgrimage, a quiet unfolding that often begins long before the needle ever touches the flesh. It starts in the realm of thought, a tender seed of an idea germinating in the fertile ground of your imagination. Perhaps it is a memory you wish to hold close, a whisper from your past that deserves permanent residence. The day your child was born, the moment you crossed a finish line, the final embrace with a loved one, or a triumph you yearn to commemorate, a visible trophy for a battle silently won, a testament to your unwavering spirit against formidable odds. It could be a loss you seek to honour, a delicate memorial to a soul deeply missed, a comforting presence on your skin that keeps their memory alive, or a future self you aspire to embody, a visual affirmation of growth, change, and the person you are striving to become, a phoenix rising from ashes, a compass guiding your path, a warrior's shield for challenges ahead. This initial contemplation is a sacred space, a silent dialogue between your inner landscape and the external world, where meaning begins to coalesce, taking shape from the nebulous realm of feelings and desires. What truly matters to me? You might ask yourself in those quiet moments. What story does my soul yearn to tell, not just to others, but to myself, every single day? The answer, slowly but surely, begins to emerge, clear and resonant. Then comes the anticipation, a gentle hum of excitement that vibrates just beneath the surface, often accompanied by a touch of nervous wonder. You embark on the quest to choose an artist, not just any artist, but your artist, one whose vision resonates deeply with your own, whose aesthetic speaks to the whispers of your soul. You pore over portfolios, study intricate line work, admire nuanced shading, searching for that intangible connection. When you find them, there's a click, a recognition. You entrust them with a fragment of your soul, a precious piece of your innermost self, asking them to translate the intangible into the indelible. During the consultation, you might find yourself sharing stories you rarely vocalize, explaining the depths of your motivation, the raw emotion behind the concept. Quote, 16. You might begin, your voice a little softer than usual. Quote, 17. The artist listens, truly listens, their gaze thoughtful, sketching silently as if pulling the image directly from your mind's eye. This act of trust, of surrender, is itself a powerful component of the tattoo journey. It is a moment where boundaries blur, where two beings connect in a shared creative endeavour, guided by intention and respect, forging a unique bond that transcends a simple transaction. You feel a sense of vulnerability, yet also a profound liberation in knowing this shared understanding. As you recline, preparing for the transformation, there is a distinct shift in the atmosphere. The studio, perhaps bustling moments before, now seems to hold its breath, The scent of antiseptic and faint coffee hangs in the air, a strangely comforting mix that signals the serious yet artful work about to begin. You feel the cool, smooth leather of the chair against your skin, the subtle adjustments the artist makes to ensure your comfort and their optimal angle. The gentle whir of the machine, often described as a soothing drone, becomes a rhythmic pulse, a lullaby of creation. We invite you to lean into this sound, allowing it to ground you, to draw your awareness into the present moment. It's a mechanical sound, yet it feels organic, a steady rhythm that quiets the frantic chatter of the mind. Feel the subtle vibration, a delicate tremor that speaks of meticulous precision and focused artistry, a tiny dance of energy against your skin. It is a sensation that for many becomes a form of meditation, an anchor in the vast ocean of thought, pulling you away from external distractions and into a focused internal space. The external world recedes, its demands and worries fading into a distant echo, and your focus narrows to the small illuminated canvas of your skin, where magic is quietly unfolding, one deliberate movement at a time. You breathe deeply, a sense of anticipation and calm settling over you. The touch of the needle, a series of tiny deliberate pinpricks, is often a surprise. It is not the searing pain one might imagine, a brutal assault on the senses, but rather a persistent, almost therapeutic sensation. It's a rhythmic dance between artist and skin, a precise choreography of pressure and release. For some, it is a release, a physical manifestation of emotional processing, as if the sensation itself draws out lingering tensions or unexpressed feelings. This is it, you might think. This is the physical manifestation of my journey, the moment of transformation. For others, it is a grounding force, a vivid reminder of the body's resilience and its profound capacity for transformation, for enduring and healing. In this focused state, worries often dissolve, melting away with each rhythmic pass of the needle, and the beist finds a rare quietude, fully immersed in the intricate process of creation. It is an experience that demands presence, a gentle invitation to simply be in the moment, observing the blossoming of art on your living canvas, witnessing the birth of something new and deeply meaningful. Your consciousness narrows, observing the subtle shifts in sensation, the slow, steady progress of the design. This act of marking the body, so ancient and deeply human, transforms the skin into a living parchment, a sacred text upon which your personal narrative is inscribed. Each line, each shade, each nuanced detail becomes a word, a sentence, a chapter in the ongoing story of who you are. The delicate curve of a petal, the bold stroke of a wave, the intricate pattern of a symbol, all contribute to a complex language understood intimately by you. The ink, once liquid and separate, now becomes a part of you, a silent symphony played out on your very being. It is a testament to the enduring power of human expression, a quiet declaration whispered into existence, a permanent whisper that resonates with your core identity. You feel it settling, becoming one with your flesh, as if it had always been meant to be there. Tattoos, in this deeply personal sense, become powerful anchors of memory and identity. They are not merely static images, fixed and unchanging, but dynamic repositories of emotion, experience, and belief, continually resonating with new layers of meaning as you navigate life. Consider a tattoo acquired after overcoming a significant challenge, a phoenix rising from ashes after a debilitating illness, or a mountain peak scaled after years of struggle. It serves as a constant, tangible reminder of your strength, your resilience, the battle won, the wisdom gained. Every glance becomes a silent cheer, a reaffirmation of your ability to endure. I did that, you might think, running a finger over the etched lines. I survived, and I am stronger for it. Or perhaps a piece dedicated to a loved one, a delicate birth flower for a child, a portrait of a cherished pet, a symbol representing a bond that transcends time and space. It becomes a gentle echo of their presence, a comforting whisper on your skin that brings solace in moments of quiet reflection, a tangible connection to the love that shaped you. These marks transcend mere aesthetics. They embody moments, feelings, and connections that shape the essence of who you are, silently communicating your deepest truths. They can be celebrations of joy, marking milestones like a birth, a marriage, a significant anniversary, or a personal achievement, forever etching the euphoria of that moment onto your physical form. Imagine the vibrant colours of a tattoo commemorating a dream come true, the sheer delight of its permanence mirroring the lasting impact of the event. They can be acts of reclamation, transforming scars into art, weaving narratives of healing and self-acceptance into the very fabric of your being. Imagine the quiet strength that blooms from within as a landscape of past pain, perhaps a surgical scar or an old injury, is transformed into a vibrant garden of hope and beauty, a testament to resilience and the power of rewriting your own story. This is the profound alchemy of the tattoo, turning vulnerability into visible power, turning whispers of the past into declarations of the present, allowing you to gaze upon a part of yourself that once caused distress and now evokes pride and peace. The emotional resonance of tattoos is deeply varied, yet universally potent. For some, they offer a profound sense of grounding, connecting them more deeply to their physical selves. In a world that often encourages us to live in our heads, constantly processing information and planning for the future, a tattoo can be a gentle nudge, a constant reminder to inhabit our bodies fully, to appreciate their form and function, to see them as temples of our spirit. I am here, it seems to whisper, fully present, fully embodied. For others, a tattoo bestows a quiet strength, a visible armor against the world's harshness, or a secret source of courage drawn from within. It might be a symbol of protection, a guardian spirit, or an inner mantra made manifest, providing a subtle boost of confidence when needed most. They can be a source of comfort, a familiar presence that offers solace in times of uncertainty, a silent companion on life's winding path, always there, always reassuring. Looking at one's own tattoos can be an act of profound self-reflection, a whispered conversation with your past, present, and desired future self. Each glance can trigger a cascade of memories, emotions, and insights, inviting you to pause and consider the journey that brought you to this moment. You might trace the lines of an older piece and remember the person you were when you got it. Then look at a newer one and marvel at how much you've grown and changed. They are mirrors, reflecting back the evolving narrative of your life, showing you how far you've come, what you've endured, and what you hold dear. In this way, tattoos become living archives, not just of events, but of the very evolution of your soul, a dynamic autobiography etched in flesh. Each mark is a bookmark in the book of your life, inviting you to reread, reflect, and appreciate the richness of your personal story. And while each tattoo is deeply personal, a unique expression of an individual soul, there is also a shared human experience woven into their very existence. The impulse to mark the body, to adorn it with meaning, to tell stories without words, is a thread that connects us across cultures, across millennia. From ancient tribal markings signifying rites of passage to modern artistic expressions of individuality, the core desire remains the same. It speaks to a fundamental human need for expression, for belonging, for leaving an imprint on the world, however small or grand. In this quiet contemplation, as the night deepens around us, we recognize that our personal narratives, etched onto our skin, contribute to a vast, intricate tapestry of human experience, a collective story of resilience, beauty, and profound meaning that resonates through time and across all peoples. We are all, in our own unique ways, storytellers on our living canvases. As the evening deepens and the world outside prepares for its nightly slumber, allow these thoughts to gently settle within you. Consider the quiet power of these marks, the stories they tell, the feelings they evoke, and the enduring connection they forge between body, mind, and spirit. May this understanding deepen your sense of peace and guide you towards a tranquil rest, knowing that the human story, in all its intricate beauty and profound depth, continues to unfold, one meaningful mark at a time, each one a testament to the indelible spirit of humanity. As the gentle currents of our shared journey continue to flow, carrying us ever deeper into the tranquil waters of understanding, we find ourselves contemplating the quiet power of these markings, not merely as static images, but as living archives etched upon the very fabric of our being. They are not inert. Rather, they pulsate with the subtle energy of memory, emotion, and transformation, evolving alongside the very lives they adorn. Imagine, if you will, your skin as a finely bound journal, each page a testament to a moment, a feeling, a profound realization. These are not chapters closed and forgotten, but ever-present narratives, whispering their tales with every beat of your heart, every gentle movement of your body. Each line, each shade, each vibrant hue woven into the intricate tapestry of your skin begins to breathe with the quiet rhythm of your own story. It is a whispered chronicle, a visual diary deeply personal yet profoundly universal in its impulse. Perhaps it marks a victory hard won, a silent testament to trials overcome, a beacon of resilience shining forth from the depths of a challenging passage. Think of the quiet strength embodied in a tattoo chosen after navigating a storm, a symbol of having weathered the winds of adversity and emerged, perhaps scarred, but undeniably stronger. It is a daily reminder, a gentle touchstone, affirming the inner fortitude you discovered when you believed it might have been lost. Or perhaps it is a tender memorial, a loving embrace for a memory held dear, a way to keep close those who have shaped the contours of your heart. In the delicate script of a name, the familiar silhouette of a beloved pet, or the chosen emblem representing a shared bond, there is a profound comfort. It is a physical manifestation of love that transcends absence, a quiet conversation with those who have touched your soul, keeping their essence ever present, a warm and steady glow against the cool canvas of your skin. These personal narratives are not always grand declarations. Sometimes they are intimate whispers known only to you, a small hidden symbol tucked away on a wrist or ankle, a private affirmation, a secret source of strength. It might be a reminder of a quiet promise made to oneself, a commitment to growth, or a symbol of newfound peace after a period of turmoil. Each piece, regardless of its size or visibility, carries a weight of personal significance, a quiet resonance that deepens with every passing day. They are not merely decorations, but rather profound extensions of self, chosen with intention, imbued with emotion, and worn with a gentle pride that emanates from within. The initial thrill of creation, that delicate dance of needle and skin, eventually gives way to a quieter, more intimate phase, the healing. This too is a journey in itself, a period of gentle tending, of quiet patience. As the skin mends, as the vibrant colours settle into their permanent home, a deeper bond begins to form between you and your new companion. It becomes a part of you, not merely on you, but woven into the very fibre of your existence. This period of healing is a meditative practice in itself, an invitation to slow down, to listen to your body, to observe the subtle shifts and transformations. There is a profound sense of integration that occurs, a quiet acceptance of this new addition as it seamlessly becomes part of your physical landscape. Each glance, each touch, each moment of quiet contemplation becomes an affirmation, a gentle reminder of the intention, the emotion, the story it holds. It is a silent dialogue, a continuous unfolding of meaning and connection, as the art settles into its home and you settle into its presence. In a world that often encourages us to view our bodies as projects to be perfected or vessels to be hidden, tattoos can offer a radical act of reclamation, a tender gesture of self-love. They transform the skin from a passive surface into an active canvas, a sacred space where art and identity converge. To choose to adorn your body in this way is to engage in a profound dialogue with yourself, to celebrate your unique form, to find beauty in imperfection, and to embrace the narrative written upon your very being. It is a quiet rebellion against the external gaze, an affirmation of your internal landscape made visible and vibrant for you alone, or for those you choose to share it with. Consider, too, the power of a mastectomy tattoo, transforming a landscape of loss into one of breathtaking beauty and resilience, a testament to courage and the reclaiming of one's sacred form. These are not merely acts of adornment, but profound acts of healing, of self-acceptance, and of defiant joy. They allow you to look in the mirror and see not a deficit, but a canvas alive with meaning, a body celebrated and adorned by your own choosing. This fosters a deeper connection to your own physical self, a gentle grounding in the present, a quiet appreciation for the vessel that carries your spirit through this life. And what a wondrous thing it is to witness the quiet evolution of a tattoo's meaning over the passage of time. Like an ancient tree, its roots deepening with each passing season, its branches reaching ever skyward, a tattoo too gathers new layers of significance. The initial spark of inspiration may remain a foundational truth, yet life's myriad experiences, its joys and sorrows, its triumphs and quiet reflections all cast new light upon its form. A symbol chosen for youthful exuberance might, years later, speak of enduring strength. A mark of sorrow might transform into a beacon of hope, a reminder that even in darkness light can be found. It becomes a testament to your own growth, a visual anchor to the person you were, and a gentle mirror reflecting the person you are becoming. It is a dialogue that never truly ceases, a quiet conversation between past and present, etched forever into the living canvas of your skin. This dynamic nature is one of the most profound aspects of tattooing. The art itself remains, yet its interpretation, its emotional weight, and its narrative power can shift and deepen, much like a beloved book reread at different stages of life, revealing new layers of wisdom and insight. It is a constant, gentle companion, reflecting your own journey of transformation. In this gentle interplay, tattoos can become an unexpected pathway to mindfulness. The simple act of observing the intricate details, tracing the contours with a soft gaze, or feeling its presence beneath the fabric of your clothes, can anchor you to the present moment. It is a quiet invitation to pause, to breathe, to connect with your physical self, and to acknowledge the beauty that resides within and upon you. In a world often rushing, often demanding, these quiet markers offer a sanctuary, a moment of gentle introspection, a personal touchstone for peace. They can serve as a gentle reminder to slow down, to appreciate the art that is part of you, to reflect on the stories they tell, and to simply be. This daily interaction, however fleeting, can cultivate a deeper sense of self-awareness and a quiet appreciation for the unique canvas that is your body. It is a subtle, yet powerful practice of presence, a grounding force in the ebb and flow of daily life. This deeply personal journey, however solitary it may feel, is simultaneously a part of a vast, ancient, and profoundly human story. It connects you, in ways both seen and unseen, to the earliest ancestors who first chose to adorn their skin with purpose and meaning. It links you to the warriors of distant lands, the healers of forgotten tribes, the navigators who charted their course by the stars and by the markings on their bodies. The impulse to transform, to mark, to tell a story through the skin is a universal language, spoken across millennia, echoing through every culture that has ever graced this earth. It is a testament to our shared humanity, our enduring desire to leave a trace, to declare our existence, to carry our narratives not just in our minds, but on our very flesh. In this quiet realization, we find a profound sense of belonging, a connection to the grand, unfolding tapestry of human history, where your personal story intertwines with the countless others who have and will choose to mark their skin. As we drift towards the gentle close of this particular chapter, let us hold on to this quiet understanding that a tattoo is far more than mere ink beneath the skin. It is a living, breathing testament to life lived, to stories told, to courage found, and to beauty embraced. It is a whisper of the soul made visible, a gentle reminder of the intricate, wonderful journey that is uniquely yours. Allow this thought to settle softly, like dusk descending, as we prepare to journey onward, ever deeper into the tranquil landscape of this ancient art, inviting you to rest in the comfort of its enduring beauty.